And now, As the Dice Roll, brought to you today by What Is Not Action Figures. Recreate your favorite episodes with all your favorite characters, featuring Care Bear Stare Donovan and Cryptocore Security Bruce. Get yours today.
Previously on What Is Not.
This is where they keep the weapons.
Vic lifts this ridiculous-looking World War II rocket launcher. It blows out a magical rocket of just magic energy that will have a random effect of the Keeper's choosing. Well, I'm sorry I didn't mention the secret black market warehouse I had under my convenience store. It sort of would keep it from being a secret anymore.
We just need our uniforms and ID badges.
I would kind of think you'd want to make a plan of some sort.
Did we have our fireside brunch, though?
As you're driving, you see out in the middle of the street a cop car. In the sand of the Mojave Desert in California, off historic Route 66, sits a small desert town called Baghdad.
We have some ancient prophecy that something bad's going to go down in Baghdad.
It's a town of shadows and secrets,
Things aren't as they seem, but we're still not quite sure what's going on.
where bumps in the night aren't the house settling,
trying to find answers.
and the monster under your bed lies in wait for your foot to leave the safety of your covers.
My mom used to tell me all of these weird stories about monsters, but I didn't really believe anything she said because, that's crazy talk.
It's a world where cultists spend their days pushing papers at the DMV and their nights summoning ancient creatures from the dread beyond.
Seeing maybe something happened down at Cryptocore.
The expert,
Susan Donaldson, the town vet.
the freelancer,
People call me Beth. Hunting is sort of just like a business that I'm in.
the deathless,
Bruce the zombie and his father cast a spell to bring him back.
the initiate,
Donovan Pelayan, part of an ancient order of monster hunters.
the monstrous,
Zeke Solardier. He works for Cryptocore, which is his family's corporation.
It's a town where it's very hard to tell what is real and what is not. Welcome to Baghdad. You were driving to the hold and you were being stopped by a parked Lou, the deputy sheriff, who is basically now standing in the middle of the street with his hand held up, telling you to stop the van.
Are we going to A-team it and just off-road into the desert around him?
What?
No, it's Lou.
Yeah, Bruce rolls down his window and just starts waving to Lou. Somewhat intoxicated.
Where is everybody in the van? Like, where is everybody sitting? Who's driving? Who's shot? Well, Bruce is shotgun.
Bruce is shotgun.
Bruce is always shotgun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm trying to remember, whose van is this originally? Where did this van come from?
I think we finally decided that it was a rental from Stanley's Auto, and so it's technically Beth's van,
Okay.
or at least Beth's responsible for this van.
Okay.
Yes,
Does that mean does Beth want to be driving?
I can drive.
So Beth only had one mimosa and one Bloody Mary? Is that the...
No, I had 0.
She's responsible because we don't drink and drive in this podcast.
No, we do not.
No.
I may have had like 3 cups of coffee, though, so just wired.
We try to model good behavior for our listeners.
No drinking and driving, just HR offenses. Okay.
I guess I'll be in the back seat.
With a giant bazooka on your lap.
Put me in the bazooka.
With the shirt hanging open and the mullet and the wig with the magic bazooka.
I'm not wearing the mullet wig.
I mean, if we're talking about products, now I really want a Donovan action figure. That's all I'm saying. Comes with magical bazooka.
And he's got on these skin-tight leather pants, too, right? Isn't that part of that whole outfit?
Yes, he got a new hairdo and everything.
New hairdo, yeah.
Looking around like, why is my uniform different from everyone else?
It's all part of that magic.
I don't know if any of you remember, but I think it was a He-Man character where there was a little switch on the back of the character and you could flip it and it would like light up and spark. And I feel like the Donovan action figure
That sounds like a safe toy for children. Let me give you this thing where you click the thing, it sparks. Play with this in bed at night before you go to sleep.
I thought he changed faces.
Oh, there was all sorts of different characters that did things.
Yeah.
There was a face changer, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like Donovan's action figure, like his chest tattoo lights up. Like his little light up chest tattoo.
His
Nice.
chest tattoo.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Can you see that tattoo through all the hair on the chest? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, you can see it. Donovan's chest is like a Ken doll. See the
In so
tattoo.
many ways.
Oh my. All right. So anyways, does Beth stop the van?
Yes, it's Lou. We have to slow down and like. Did we squeeze everybody into this van?
Oh yeah.
Who did we bring with us?
Oh, yeah.
The whole shebang.
There's a big part where there's no seat. Like, I'm just sitting in the back on the floor next to Bat Kid and Emoji, who's sprawled over Bat Kid.
We even brought the dog.
Well, yeah.
That's where Donovan will be then, in the far back where there's
In
no...
the way back?
way back.
Bruce would share shotgun with Emoji, by the way.
Yeah. I think that's where Emoji wants to be.
All right. So you slow down and Lou, full sunglasses, kind of wanders over to the passenger seat, makes the roll down the window maneuver that even though we don't roll anything down anymore, we still all use. And he goes, license and registration, please.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then Vic sticks their head up between the driver's seat and the passenger seat. And they go, hey, Lou. And they fist bump. And he goes, just kidding. You guys ready to go in?
What?
So Vic and Lou were on the down low.
All right.
Bruce takes Emoji's arm and makes him do a military salute to Lou.
Emoji gives that thing that dogs do when they're like, what are you doing to me? He gives that look over his shoulder to Bruce. So what's the plan, guys?
I guess we just keep going.
Is that Lou asking us or is that you asking us?
No, that's Lou asking you.
Oh.
Like, where are we in relation to the hold?
You're about as far away from the Kelbecker Road as you can be without being seen. Like, you're just right at that edge.
Okay.
Out of view. Okay.
All right. I poke my head up and I'm like, okay, so we have to get to the bottom floor and we have to free the white wolf cow. That is our goal. And that's what we need to do.
Are we telling that to Lou?
Yes, he just asked us. He's in on it. He says, what do we need?
He asked us, we must tell him.
He just goes, wolf cow?
Yes.
Maybe confer with Vic first to see what her relationship is with Lou and what he knows.
I just said it. It's too late. There's no time for conferring.
Poor Lou.
He's here. He doesn't seem to be arresting anyone. We're going with it. So it's like, we're just going to go with it. It's
Poor Lou. He's like, I'm just trying to do my job. Now they're talking about wolf cows.
No, Vic explains that the text that they sent when they were in the basement was to Lou, that Lou is not necessarily an official member of Vic's hunter party, but definitely has helped them out from time to time. And Vic says, you did say all hands on deck, so...
Well, thank you.
Good.
But why is Lou just out there? Was he just waiting for us?
Yeah, he was waiting for you because Vic sent him a text in the basement before you guys started going your separate ways. And that's who they were texting.
So is he going to help us then?
Yeah.
All right.
We get a police escort in our actual repairman / OSHA / security van?
Is that what you want?
I feel like there's room in the van for him.
Well, that might go against that whole slipping beneath the radar plan.
Yes, true.
We're in security gear. We're going in. We have a mission.
Well, that's true. Yeah, police might legitimize this.
Maybe Lou can keep anybody else from coming. He stays on the road behind us. Lets us pass.
You want him as the backup plan.
Our lookout.
Yeah.
Oh, he could be the lookout.
And basically be telling people that everything that's going on here is what's supposed to be going on here.
Yeah, he's like the penguins. Nothing to see here.
Okay. All right. So then that is what he will do. He hops back into his squad car. He hits the lights and the siren, and he's going to escort you just to that first checkpoint, and he's going to set up shop there.
Is there anybody at that checkpoint?
Yeah, there is. And so he pulls off to the side and lets you guys make the first move.
Sup?
One of the security guards is kind of eyeing the cop car. The other one is eyeing you, comes up to Beth, and can I help you?
Hi, we got a call that we needed extra security from CryptoCore, so that's who we are and why we're here.
Okay, roll a persuasion check. So plus charm.
Oh boy. This isn't going well.
Oh no.
So I've rolled a 5.
Okay.
What's my charm? 1. So a whole 6.
Can someone help?
Somebody can help if you have a way of helping.
Bruce holds up his ID to the guy while she was saying that.
Okay, roll a help out plus cool.
That's a 10.
Yes.
And what's your cool?
I added a +1 to my cool, so that's a 10. Rolled a 9 +1.
Okay, cool. So that gets you to a 7 to 9 on manipulate someone. They do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you that they mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what. I would say since the help check kind of showed the IDs, then they are going to let you go through. I'm going to just count that as what they needed to see. And so they're going to go through, and Lou is going to talk them up and keep them busy.
I know we should have probably talked about this. I know we're almost there, but like, what are we going to do exactly? We're going to just get out, tell people why we're there, use Beth's words, and then just like go in. Who's going to go downstairs, and how are we going to get the wolf cow out?
Now you want to plan.
I thought we were just gone in guns blazing.
What were we chatting about during brunch? Just our favorite K-pop hits?
How about we say we're there for the wolf cow? CryptoCore wants the wolf cow. We're here to collect it.
If that works, that would be fantastic. But I worry that if something goes wrong, then we're going to have tipped our hand to the fact that we're trying to get the wolf cow. You know what I mean? Like,
isn't that what magic mode is all about?
That's true. That's true. And I'm here for magic mode. So
I don't know. I would think a magic mode on the bazooka would just kill the wolf cow.
Oh my god!
Well, no. We'll use magic mode on the people that are preventing us from reaching wolf cow.
Okay.
Or we're launching something to get people away from the building.
Couldn't we have been like a special security envoy that was sent directly from CryptoCore?
We're absolutely special.
Because no one's going to question just the different words crossed out on the side of the van.
Yeah, I mean, we are wearing CryptoCore security outfit.
Exactly.
So they should just see us as being, just a different team within. So we could probably just go in.
We could just like roll up and be a, special security envoy from CryptoCore here to pick up something specific, but we don't need to tell them because we're more important.
Mm-hmm.
And we can just be like, here's this piece of paper that has, I don't know, something written on it or, gotcha.
Maybe we're doing a security audit of the facility.
I like this idea.
I think it's okay to be getting the wolf cow, though, because the other one broke out, and we don't trust that they can keep this one secure. So we're bringing the other one to a more secure location.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we're bringing it in for interrogation. I'm so sorry. Kind of.
Well, it talks. I don't know if they know it talks, but
we're really going to milk it for all the information.
That hurt.
Okay, so who's our spokesperson?
Well, I mean, maybe Zeke should be the spokesperson since he actually is the only one who works for CryptoCore.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Let's position ourselves so that Zeke is in the front seat next to the driver's seat. So we've got Beth driving and Zeke right next to her to talk to anybody who approaches
Oh,
us.
so this is an old school van with a bench seat up front.
No, it's 2 bucket seats.
So then is Zeke sitting on Bruce's lap then?
It really just depends on whether or not Bruce is willing to give up shotgun for 5 minutes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
If Zeke's getting out of the car, Bruce will go out and provide security backup.
All right.
Okay.
So we've done a little musical chairs as we pulled up to this checkpoint.
Sounds good.
All right. So when you get to the hold proper, there are a couple people working on different cars. Like, it's a very minimal detail. You're assuming because everybody's probably inside doing their thing. There are a couple of soldiers on either side of those big bay doors that you guys have seen previously. A couple people walking around. The helicopter's actually been pulled out and it's still on the truck bed, but it's now kind of right out in front of the hangar area.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so there's soldiers walking around.
Are we going to just try and get around these soldiers, or maybe Zeke could just go up to the soldiers and maybe exert some mental dominion over them to convince them that we're totally legit and they should just ignore what we're doing and let us pass?
Or maybe they'll just let us. Maybe we just talk to them.
Yeah, Bruce is all about just putting the badge right in their face.
Mm-hmm.
Aggressively.
Okay.
I think also we all like get out in force. Like there's a bunch of us and we're all wearing uniforms. We leave the dog with that kid in the car.
I like that.
The dog meaning emoji or Donovan?
I was like, which one?
Emoji.
So let's just paint a picture of what you have with you so that we're fully clear on what you are dealing with.
This is so bad.
You have the 5 of you in uniforms, all dressed out.
Mm-hmm.
One of you has a gigantic rocket launcher with him.
Now, must he carry that with, or could he just leave it in the van? When
No,
he steps out?
don't leave that
We're not-
behind.
That's up to Todd.
We're not leaving this in the van. This is a part of me now. This is a part of my identity. This is who I am. I'm a guy with the rocket launcher.
All right. So inside you have Elvis, you have Bat Kid, you have Meryl, you have Ralph, and you have Vic. None of whom are dressed up as security officers, but
We didn't get them costumes? Oh my
nope, you only got the 5 for the 5 of you.
Okay, you know what? Okay. I feel like maybe Donovan should stay in the van with Batboy and Elvis, and, all of us will be ready to be the distraction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you guys need a distraction, you contact us with your cell phone, telephone, and we jump out and start distracting people.
I agree, because we also don't want them to get recaptured. I mean, what were we thinking? What were we thinking?
I think this might trigger them, just being here.
Yeah, so they stay in the car. They're hidden. They're with Donovan.
Yeah.
And Magic Mode.
Security team proceeds.
All right. So do we actually have to speak to these soldiers, or do we just stroll past? Or wave as we drive past?
Where are you parking the van?
Obviously, as close to the hold as possible so we can make a clean getaway.
I think in the Employee of the Month spot.
All right. I am now saying that there is an Employee of the Month spot in front of the hold, and you have parked there.
It is most appropriate, I think.
You now have 2 guards walking over to your van.
Hey, dudes, how you doing? Zeke just kind of chit-chats with them, winks, nods.
Can I help you folks?
Hey, boys, we're just here to do a little bit of a security audit and pick up a wolf cow along the way. Just a regular work day for us. Nothing big. How's your day going?
Can I add, while he's saying that, Bruce takes his ID and puts it right up in their face, right up at their eyes.
This soldier, he's a bigger football build dude. He's like sandy blonde hair, sunglasses, the regular uniform with flak jacket and plenty of weaponry. His friend is a little bit shorter, a little bit slimmer, darker hair and a beard. And they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And he kind of puts the hand get that out of my face. And puts it in. He's like, we don't have anything on the schedule of you guys being here. So what exactly is this all about?
So I think this is where Zeke does need to exert a little mental dominion over them and
That's worked
get them
out so well for us in the
to
past.
agree that this is totally legit. Maybe he can also get a date out of it with the sandy-haired one, but we'll see.
Priorities.
So we're gonna roll here.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Well, so
It.
Mental Dominion, what is this? It's plus plus charm. Oh shit, I got a negative charm. Well, I rolled a 7 -1, so that's 6 for Mental Dominion.
Oh God.
We're in trouble.
Yeah. But I can't use 2 moves at once, I guess. No.
You can use a luck, but I don't know how many you have left.
I've only used 1 luck.
Now remember, luck triggers his lustful ways, so just keep that in mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
No, do not use the
that
luck.
could work with Sandy.
No.
Well,
Don't know if it'll work with Sandy.
True.
I could try to help out.
What are you going to do that?
I'm going to walk up, flash my badge normally, and say, look, we're here, and it's because you guys aren't doing your job that we're needed to come in and clean up your mess. You let a creature escape last week, and not cool. So you're going to have to let us in. So yeah, so I'm helping out with the Mental Dominion.
Nice.
I got an 11 plus what for helping out?
Helping out is plus cool.
Did anything come of Zeke's failed roll there?
No, it kind of just fizzled.
Okay.
We really have to go back and look at your Mental Dominion because at a negative charm, it really is not your strongest go-to move.
It really is.
So we really need to look at how we're going to fix that because
I feel like that's realistic, though. I've known lots of people who thought they were very charming, and they really weren't.
So what happens if he gets a 7?
7 for
Because I rolled an 11 minus 1 for cool, and it's a 10. So I give him a 1, so he gets a 7 now.
Oh, so I get a 7.
Okay.
On a 7 and 9, hold, it says. When you gaze into a normal human's eyes and exert your will over them, well, roll plus charm, you may spend your hold to give them an order. So regular people will follow your orders, whatever it is. Hunters can choose whether they do it or not. Okay, but this is a regular person. So basically, whatever I tell them, they will do.
Okay. There's nothing that Susan can do that will boost his power. This is a supernatural power. So what I'm going to say is that instead of allowing him to use Mental Dominion, I'm not going to give you any negatives for buffing the roll.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
But they just don't go along with his.
Yeah, but Susan came in with like a very aggressive 11 up to get them to back down. So it distracted them from the fact that this weird mental manipulation thing you were trying to do didn't work. And now they're a little bit on the defensive. So what I will do is I'll say, all right, they're at a -1 against any type of manipulation rolls that you guys want to make on them. So you get basically a +1 on manipulation rolls on these two guys specifically.
I say we need a crate, and we need a crate now.
Are we going to stick these guys in a crate?
No, we need the crate for the wolf cow.
Can't we just assert authority? Like, aren't we authoritative enough?
So, while Susan says that, Bruce puts his ID right up in that guard's face. And also, he taps the guard on the head, making him say, like, use your brain, dumbass. We're security.
You know what? Zeke can whip out his phone and call Siggy, his assistant, and say, I need you to fax. Well, no, we're not that far back in time. I need you to email over a work order to these guys so that they can see this is legit. Get on this, send this over. I mean, you're my assistant. I need you to get moving on this, which I'm sure he'd be happy to do on a Sunday afternoon.
Well, no, it's a Sunday morning. So remember, you guys left at dawn. It's like 5:30 in the morning.
But everybody's working from home. Everybody's a remote worker, so I'm sure he has access to all of this stuff.
He instantly regrets taking this new position.
He is at home. He is scrambling to get into some sort of appropriate attire to go back into the office, but it is going to take a little bit of time. You are not going to get it instantly. You got a good 20 minutes at the best.
He doesn't store these forms on Dropbox? What kind of an assistant is he?
You literally hired him for this position like 5 hours ago. He doesn't even have login credentials for this kind of thing.
We didn't really think this through, did we?
I said, so do you guys want to form a plan? And you guys were like, nah, we'll just wing it.
We had brunch plans already.
When the GM asks if you want to come up with a better plan, we should really listen to that.
Oh, this makes for so much better podcasting.
So, did they listen to Susan exerting her authority?
We haven't really given Joe a chance to respond to that.
They're like kind of talking with each other, like they're trying to figure out what's going on.
If anything, while the two guards are talking, Bruce is going to go up to the two guards. He's going to start tapping on his wrists like, we got to go, motherfuckers. Hurry up.
They call over a supervisor because
God.
they are not sure what is going on here. So this is an older guy, gray hair, mustache, built like a brick house. He's a big dude. He's like, what's the meaning of this? Who are you people?
I think Zeke needs to manipulate somebody.
No. Can this guy that just walks over, the supervisor person, be somebody that one of us just also happens to know?
Maybe Zeke would know him. I mean, Zeke is like an executive in CryptoCore.
No, Zeke, stay out of this.
What Matt is trying to tell you is that since the whole Thomas House debacle, he has taken a move that lets him manipulate somebody, not mental dominion somebody,
Okay.
but manipulate somebody at a +3 as opposed to a -1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's a little bit better right now
Okay.
than he used to be.
All right. We'll let him roll.
A skosh. Skosh improved. All right. Let's see. Oh, well. 7 plus 3 would be 10.
Okay.
All right. What does Zeke tell the supervisor?
He said, well, hey, Daddy. I just want you to know that we are really legit, that, you may not be aware of this because this is coming from a very high level within CryptoCore, which only folks like me who are at that high executive level are in on. So you've got to trust me on this, that this is a legit kind of audit. We're doing it on a weekend so that, we're not getting in everybody's way, but, we're just going to go in and get our work done. We'll be out of your hair in I don't know, an hour or something like that. Don't fret. Just go back to what you're doing. Go back to the game. We got it covered here, buddy.
He steps up to you a little bit and he's like, you know what? I resent you guys coming down here and thinking that you have it so easy up there in the corner. Do you understand what we do here? Like, do you realize the crap we have to put up with these creatures that you guys keep sending us? It's not easy. We had this thing just come invade us one day, and that is the same day that these creatures escaped, and you're blaming it on us when all you guys keep doing is sending us more creatures that we don't even know where these things come from, and we're supposed to take care of them?
Well, we're trying to get one off your hands, so if you could help us out, we're going to take a load off here today.
Look, lady, it's all yours. By all means, please. There's one less thing we have to worry about.
All right, we need a crate, and we need access to the bottom floor.
I'll give you access, but this is your deal. You guys figure it out. And he walks away with his two friends.
All right. So can we go into the back, where we know how to get in, that garage? Are we close to that garage entrance?
Yeah.
Because there were crates out there if we end up needing
The
one.
employee of the month space is close to everything, I think. That's the whole point.
But the reality is we just want to free it, and we want to free it safely. So we just have to get downstairs.
All right, so as far as I'm concerned, you're walking through everything.
We just go right in through the main entrance there.
Badges to everybody's face.
Is it very like Wayne's World where they're showing the pass as they walk by? Like
exactly,
that?
Exactly, you got it. Like he's got a lanyard version of it, and he's like, up in your face.
Okay.
So when we go down the elevator, I'm assuming we have access now, and we go over to the window where the creature is. Can we see it through the window?
Well, first there's the security outpost that's standing there. The guy's just kind of like gives you a shrug, like, what's going on?
Badge to the face.
He goes, all right. He shrugs, holds up his hand, goes back to drinking his coffee and watching the monitors.
We move on.
Where are we? Are we downstairs?
Yeah, you're in the hallway where all those windows to the creatures were.
Okay, so we've made our way there. And we managed to walk past the employee kitchen area without Bruce making a detour, is that?
My understanding is you're already downstairs and
We just zipped right past that. We shielded Bruce's
Wait, there was
eyes.
a kitchen area? Let's retcon this.
Nope.
I think Bruce is too busy being like Agent Man.
Oh, I'm full on Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, he's in character, and he's not going to break that for a silly sandwich.
Are you sure?
But he's got food in his back pocket.
So we need access. We need to be able to open the hold, but I'm trying to recall, is there a rear exit for the wolf cow?
Yes. So there was I hope I remember this correctly. If you're listening and I did this wrong, I apologize. But I'm pretty sure that there was the regular door that everybody else has to go into the room. But on the back side of the room was a bay door that could roll up to load something bigger in, because it is a room meant to hold bigger things. And it's down a level, so there's some sort of ramp type thing behind it that would let people bring it in through the back.
Okay, so go back to the security guard and I say, we need to release this creature. We have permission to do this. How do we get to the back? Can you...
Whoa, hold on. You're releasing this creature?
Yes.
Like just letting it go?
No, we're putting it in a crate.
But I think we need to point out to our crate. Yeah.
Maybe releasing was not the correct word. Maybe removing from the facility.
Relocating.
Now, I'm trying to remember, this wolf cow is a wolf the size of a cow?
Mm-hmm.
That's quite the sizable crate that we have. Did Bruce just carry that down on his back?
No,
or?
they had a bunch of crates in the garage. I'm assuming they're still there.
Oh, I thought we had a crate with us that we brought with us or something.
Well, that crate probably wouldn't be big enough, but...
No.
I mean, Bruce would allow it to be in shotgun when we leave.
What?
A cow sitting shotgun.
You're going to try and fit the wolf cow in the van with the Sasquatch, the Mothman.
We did not think this out.
I mean, I've seen videos of clowns doing this shit, so why not?
Do we have a ski rack on top of the van? I mean, we could bungee
God,
cord it
you're
to the
tying
top.
the dog to the top. Okay, so he's like, I can let you in, but how is this exactly supposed to work? Like, do you have transfer orders? Do you have, like, what are you putting it in? Like, how, what?
Yeah, the transfer orders are coming by email, and we are going to be using one of the crates that you have in your garage, and we need access to the back. We need to see what we're dealing with.
Just open the damn door, son.
All right, Beth, roll or manipulate someone.
Oh. Okay. Wish me luck. 9.
Nice.
And then what does that get with it?
Plus charm.
So plus 1, so I got a 10.
Okay. So he kind of shrugs and is like, all right. And he hits a buzzer, and the door into that cell is unlocked. Apparently, the cautious optimism doesn't have a monopoly on carrying their way into places. Hello, I'm Joe Hogan, the editor of As the Dice Roll. I hope you're enjoying this episode of What Is Not. We are jumping right into the intermission info, as this is a longer episode, and I don't want to make it even longer by talking your ear off. So, if you have any questions for us, or just want to chit-chat, our Twitter is @AsTheDiceRollRP, our Instagram is @AsTheDiceRoll, or you can send us an email at podcast@asthedicerollcast.com. And of course, you don't have to wait for episodes of As the Dice Roll to listen to our lovely cast members. You can listen to Todd on his podcasts Nerdberg Review and Farming Simulated. You can catch Katie on Tea Time with Katie and Chelsea, Can't Stop Me Loving K-Pop, and Disney Forever. And of course, you can always listen to me on my podcast, Geektitude, where we are doing a rewatch of the X-Men franchise movies. Our last episode was on X-Men Apocalypse and Logan, and we're finishing our coverage with Deadpool 2, X-Men Dark Phoenix, and New Mutants. That's it for me this week. I'll be back here on Friday, April 29th with the next episode of Cautious Optimism, and then again on Friday, May 6th with the next episode of What Is Not. Until then, let's see if the hunters can get the wolf cow out of the hold, right after a quick commercial break. When toxic culture has you down,
when you're just looking to laugh and have fun,
kick back and enjoy watching a video game,
or just make some new friends,
it's time to visit the Geek to Geek Media Network,
a community of podcasters, streamers, and bloggers.
Well, more of a family than a community.
All dedicated to geeking out about the things we love. Things like
video games,
Star Wars,
comics,
movies,
K-pop,
Disney Plus,
Keanu Reeves.
No.
or whatever our community decides is the next best thing.
That's right. We have a great online community on Slack and Discord where we chat about our weekly geekery with listeners and viewers.
and each other.
Yep, and each other in real time, and we can't wait for you to join us.
So come check us out at geek2geekmedia.com.
and escape toxic fandom for something much more.
Keanu?
Yes, Keanu.
Okay, into the cell.
So is this wolf cow just kind of sitting there, gazing at us?
It looks like a dog. It's curled up. It looks like a big Samoyed.
Do we skip in? Do we walk in? Like, what are we doing?
I think we link hands and kind of do like a lockstep maneuver as we go in,
my
led
God.
by Bruce.
I open the door and I try to talk to it. I say, we're here to rescue you.
It rolls over on its back and exposes its tummy.
Bruce charges in to give it a belly rub.
And then we investigate the back door to see if we can get it open.
It looks like it has a panel that if you had a code, you could enter in from this side.
Well, since we have the okay from all the security guards on the way in, can't we just go back through the front way? Do we need to go the back way?
Well, I don't know you're going to be able to fit Wolf Cow through a door.
Oh, I get it. Okay, so we're going through the freight entrance. I missed that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I run back out to the guy and say, we need the code.
He gives you just the dirtiest look.
Hey,
And hits a button on his panel and you hear a brrr. And the people in the room see that the bay door opens up.
Yay.
Okay, so when it opens up, what do we see? We see that ramp up and out. Is there light at the end?
There is light at the end because it kind of goes up into the desert behind it goes up into the mountain behind because remember the hold is built into the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going into the mountain, but there's no light coming in from outside because it kind of wraps around the back, but it's big. It's like, I would say 30 feet up and maybe 60 across.
It's kind of like the Holland or the Lincoln tunnels, where they
they
loop around to bring you up into the. I get it.
I go up to the wolf cow and stroke its head and I say, it's time to go.
It has a collar and a chain very much like the other one that you saw, like the black wolf cow. But that is not what is restraining it. What's restraining it is shackles on the legs.
Oh.
What do we have, people?
I think we're very well prepared. I think, don't we have bolt cutters or chain choppers or whatever they're called?
There's keys on the wall.
Oh, or keys.
I was going to say.
This is not like a creature that has fine manipulators, so they're not really worried about it unlocking itself.
Okay.
Why are we always trying to pick in locks when there's keys around? Like,
I'm telling you, it's this Susan who's watched too many criminal movies.
I was going to say, let's get Susan's credit card.
So I'm assuming Beth grabs the keys off the wall and starts unlocking the creature. Thank you, Beth.
just doing my part.
So Bruce will grab the keys, or all of them, or whatever keys are available to get those locks undone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you unlock it, it kind of stretches out, does the downward dog thing, and then the other direction that dogs do.
Now, is this wolf cow, I'm trying to envision to have an accurate assessment, is this a male or a female? Well, it's a cow, so it's female. So does that mean it has an udder?
It's not a cow.
Well, we only said cow to estimate size.
It's not a cow.
Oh, I thought it was a hybrid wolf and cow.
No, that was
okay.
just what we called it.
Well, it is a cow-sized wolf, but instead of paws like a dog, it has hooves.
Okay, but no udder.
No udder.
Okay. I just, I didn't know Bruce might want a drink or something. So, okay.
That would be utterly ridiculous.
I quit. I'm done with this.
I start to walk up the ramp and I'm trying to get it to follow me.
Okay, so it's kind of like trotting up behind you.
Okay, I'm running now because I want to get it out. And my goal is not to put it in a crate. They've let us get this far. My goal is to just get it out safely.
This just seems like a bad idea.
And I'm texting Donovan to bring the van around to make sure that we've got the cover we need.
All right, I'll hop out of the back and into the driver's seat, leaving the bazooka in the back, and I'll drive around.
So are we thinking this wolf cow is just going to hop in the van and like stick its head out the window as we drive down the road?
No, we're letting it go. We're letting it go.
Oh, we're just freeing this thing?
We're freeing it.
We don't want to interrogate it?
No.
I thought that was the whole point.
No, interrogating it was one of the lies we were going to tell to get it out.
But we're just gonna let it go on the compound. We're just gonna be like, deuces, bitches. Like, is that?
We want to make sure it gets out safely, and we could call the other one. So why don't we do that when we get out and we have a safe space? Let's call the other one.
But get out where? Like out of the hold?
Shouldn't we at least drive it off of the compound so that it's not recaptured?
That's what I'm asking.
These are magical creatures. They don't even belong in our plane of existence, but they have to be together to get out.
Okay, but are we going to take it with us in the van and leave the compound that we're currently at with tons of people that have weapons? Or are we
I
just gonna
don't think if we just let it go here, it's going to get recaptured right away.
Let's get out and find out what happens when we get to the top of the ramp. What do we see?
Well, I can tell you that what Donovan and Vic and that party sees as they're pulling the van out is that people have started gathering weapons and pulling out various armor, and they are all kind of circling around to go to where the exit is from the tunnel that you guys are working.
So did Siggy not get his rear in gear and get this email over here? Is that the problem?
He's working on it.
I'll text Susan back saying, hey, we're getting the van in position, but there's a lot of commotion out here. A lot of guards are arming themselves and positioning themselves around the bay you're in.
Maybe it's time for that distraction, Donovan text.
I know what you're doing, Joe. I know what you were doing. You're setting us up to be able to use that distraction.
I would feel horrible if I gave you something as amazing as this bazooka thing that Todd has come up with, and you did not get to use it.
I knew it.
Right.
I knew it.
Hey, Vic, can you take the wheel?
Gladly. And they, roll act under pressure.
Act under pressure. What do you add
Which is
for that?
plus cool.
Okay. That is a 9 total.
Okay, so it's a little awkward, and there's a little bit of swerving. Bat Kid drops his video game. Ralph is looking a little green behind the ears, but you successfully make the switch mid-drive, and you are now not driving. Vic is.
All right. I'm going to have crawled into the very far back. I'm going to have the bazooka ready. I'm going to say, now, Vic, when it's go time, turn us so the back is facing the bad guys, okay?
Ralph and the other cryptids, realizing what you are doing, scurry very hurriedly towards the front of the van.
Yep. Good call, guys. And then I text Susan, distraction is ready. Just tell me when you're ready to jump out of the facility.
So we're going to jump out. Okay, I think the distraction needs to happen before we jump out. So tell us where's the van, where's the people, and what is our access for getting out?
Okay, so basically you've made like a U. Like a U. So you've gone right out of the cargo bay in the wolf cow's cell, and then you make a right from there. So you're basically running along the back of the facility, still underground in this like cavernous, like there's just like industrial lights all the way across. It's actually pretty cool looking. And then another right, and it starts sloping up to another set of big bay doors. The bay doors are not open right now.
Okay. And so I text Donovan, what do you see out there? We're outside the big bay doors in the back, I'm assuming.
So what is the situation? It's a whole bunch of people who are armed and just waiting for them to exit? Is that right?
Yeah, so they've got, it's kind of set up that, that is one of the more vulnerable places for if something's going to escape, that's probably where they're either coming out the front or they're coming out this direction.
Okay.
And so they have kind of sandbags built up so that they have a place to kind of hide, and they have a bunch of guns and stuff trained at the bay door.
Okay.
And they're ready. There's
So we've got to coordinate, I think, opening these bay doors with Donovan's distraction. We need to make sure that the moment we open these doors, Donovan's at the ready.
I'm thinking that Donovan, in the course of doing the distraction, will be opening the bay doors for us. So we need to kind of stay at the bottom and around the corner until Donovan's done doing what it's doing. So we're safe.
Can do.
We're ready.
You're ready. Okay. Vic, get me a good angle on the bay doors, please.
Are you going to blast them?
I'm really hoping that you don't bring the mountain down over the entrance of this tunnel and
I
we're
can't
trapped
hear you,
forever.
Zeke. I can't hear any of you. All I'm in communication with is Vic and texting with Susan.
Oh, I love this. I love the fact that you guys are. Thank you. See, he's a GM. He knows. He understands. Okay, so what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
So we're down at the bottom of the last ramp around the corner, keeping us safe.
Okay, so Todd, Vic has stats. Please roll for them. You're going to be rolling an act under pressure because you're asking them to do a maneuver with this van.
All right. What does Vic add to what is their cool?
They actually don't have a cool.
Really? They seem pretty cool to me.
They do, but their +1 is too sharp. So,
all right.
I tried to make the NPCs not as amazing as you guys. So, they only get a +1 in one stat.
That's fair. All right. Vic rolled 4.
Oh, no.
Of course they did.
So the van lurches as Vic tries to spin the van around, and they say, "Hold on, this is not going to be pretty." And it almost tips over the entire van, but now you're facing perpendicular to it.
All right.
The soldiers are all now looking at authentic repairman, crossed out OSHA, crossed out security.
Well, that'll distract them for a second. I kick open the back doors of the van. I jump out. I go around the corner, whatever I need to do to be aimed at the bay doors.
And the sight of Donovan will also distract them.
Oh, there's a lot of distractions going on. And I magic mode firing at that bay door.
You're firing at the door?
Why are you firing at the bay door?
I'm opening it.
That was my concern.
I'm punching a hole for you guys.
No, it's magic. It's not just like it's normal rocket launcher.
So go ahead and kick some ass. Plus tough.
Oh, yeah. Okay, 5, but +2 is 7.
Okay.
And that's where we'll end the session.
Honestly, I want to, but at the same time, it's early and I don't want to do that to you guys because that would just be not cool.
So what I'm going to do is I'm not supposed to roll dice, but I'm going to anyway. I've got percentile dice here, and I have 10,000 random magical effects pulled up on my browser.
So I'm going to just roll and see what in the hell happens to this door.
It's a 20, so let's read what that gives you.
Shit.
That's exactly what it gives us.
The bay door turns to shit.
That would work. You guys can get through that.
So the bay door lurches, and there's this rumbling and rending of metal. And you know how it's got kind of like parallel slots of metal because it's like a big garage door. So theoretically, it rolls up.
Mm-hmm.
Midway down that door, and it's a big door. It's like 20 by 40 feet. It splits down the middle.
and opens up, and you see this big mouth form, and there are all sorts of jagged teeth made out of that metal.
Is the mouth facing the soldiers?
It is facing the soldiers, and it basically shouts, "What's going on?" And you have just brought the bay doors to life.
I text Susan, guards very distracted.
How the hell are we supposed to get out?
So we're on the other side of this door mouth, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
We're in its throat.
Bruce would potentially like to do the following.
Okay.
He would like to mount the cow wolf and then lead the party back to the front door, and we'll all go out the front door while the security is distracted by the monster mouth bay door.
It's the best plan I've heard so far.
Okay.
I feel like the whole reason why you had to go out this way was because you couldn't get the wolf cow through
The elevator and
the door that led into the room. Like, it had to be led into the...
Oh, I didn't know.
I love this idea, and I, as far as I am concerned, Bruce is now riding the wolf cow. Like, that is fine.
Can Bruce gallop the wolf cow through the open mouth? We need to get the monster to scream.
Oh, I think the zombie's going to lose a few more parts that way.
He's immortal.
I'm not putting the cow wolf at harm's way for that.
Can I just say that Beth is like, what in the absolute hell is happening?
We don't know that this monster mouth means us any harm. It could open up and let us out. So can we talk to it?
Did anybody tell Donovan to shoot? Why is he shooting the distraction where we need to leave?
Does Zeke need to exert mental dominion over the mouth?
No.
I don't see why we can't just go out the mouth. It just needs to open. So get it talking, and we can do some timing. If it sings a song, there'll be a rhythm to it, and we'll just be able to jump out right when we know it's open.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
What did we do?
Do we have music that we could play at this point?
Is there anything we can do?
The funeral march?
Is there potentially a stairwell we can take to get back to the front entrance?
Well, as this mouth, since the bazooka did, it opened the slats and now there's this whole mouth, might the door be sufficiently weakened that we could get Vic to try and just ram the OSHA van into the door to get it to open?
Into the mouth?
Well,
the distraction now has all of the soldiers focused on the place that we needed to exit out of.
Yeah, I think this plan was ill-conceived.
There was no plan!
I want to talk to the monster. I run up to the back of the mouth, and I'm like, can you let us out?
All right, so are you going right up to the mouth?
I'm on the other side of the mouth. I'm in its throat, so...
But how far back?
I'm 8 feet back.
8 feet back, okay.
So you're by the uvula.
Okay, pull it together. All right, so the mouth is just like he's chatting it up. He's like, "What's going on? Where am I? What am I?" Like, he's very confused. But as the mouth is opening and closing, you can see outside. And so you can see all these soldiers, which means the soldiers can see you, and therefore they all turn their guns to the mouth.
I think it's going really well.
Next time on What Is Not.
Donovan would like to fire the magic rocket launcher again.
It's Beth. We're at the hold. We're pinned down. We need some help. I'll owe you.
the explosion has knocked open the door of one of these cells.
Bruce has a plan.
You've been listening to As the Dice Roll. The As the Dice Roll intro music is The Soap Opera by James Bowers. You can find and license his music through Pond5 at pond5.com. All the rest of the music in this episode is by Darren Curtis and can be found at darrencurtismusic.com. The opening voiceover is by our very own Rob Sometimes. You can find his podcast at comicbox.libsyn.com, and the As the Dice Roll logo was created by Maricel Edwards. Check out her book No Great Matter at msedwards.com. As the Dice Roll is a proud member of the Geek to Geek Media Network. Check out other Geek to Geek shows, streams, and content at geektogeekmedia.com. If you'd like to contact the show, you can send an email to podcast@asthedicerollcast.com. Individual players and GMs' social media can be found on our website at asthedicerollcast.com.